Let's go down now to Tom Kelly with the lane assignments for the men's 55-meter hurdles down on the track.
From the University of Texas Arlington in lane number 1, Sansiki Daniels. In lane 2 from Prairie View A&M, Kevin McKinley. Lane 3 from Arizona State University, Andrew Parker. In lane 4 from Purdue University, Rod Woodson. Running in lane 5 from Florida State University, Arthur Blake. In lane 6 from Alabama, Keith Talley. In lane 7 from the University of Maryland, William Skinner. And to round out the field of 8, in lane 8, Eric Reid from Louisiana State University.
Well, an event first contested in Oxford, England in 1865, the 55-meter hurdles. The distance, 60 yards, 5.5 inches, as we look at Ron Woodson from the University of Purdue, a Boilermaker.
I'm laughing because if you remember last year's race, it was maybe the ugliest hurdle race in all those, 100 years. Hurdles were flying all over the place. I think in the college ranks here, you have a lot of guys come off the football season, run the hurdles. They don't really have the technique of Nehemiah. Keith Talley's the most accomplished man in the field on the outdoor hurdles, but we had some real technique problems there last year.
The problem here, if you're new to watching track and field, is you must get out of the blocks cleanly. It is very important. I consider it half the race to get out cleanly and over the first hurdle without knocking it in any way. Then you get into a rhythm, and then you're fine for the rest of the 4 flights that you must clear to get to the finish line.
First hurdle sets you up for the rest of the race. Even the best, if they don't do it for that first hurdle, are in trouble.
5 hurdles, 3.5 feet high. The speed, 22 miles an hour by these athletes. Getting out well, it's Woodson. It's still Woodson out the lead. Here comes Talley. It's Woodson and Talley. It looks like Keith Talley. Well, I guess what would be a hurdles race at the NCAA, Marty, without someone going down in the final? Woodson got out cleanly. I think the speed over the hurdles and the smoothness of Keith Talley might have taken the title from the young man from Alabama.
Well, once again, consistency and just years of running at the top really helped Talley on that one. And as I mentioned, if you don't get to the first hurdle, even the best guys are messed up. We saw that with Greg Foster last week at the World Championships. He got to the first hurdle wrong, and he was out of it on the ground by the third hurdle. Talley on the second from the left on your screen here, hurdling well, not knocking hurdles off. And that was, a fall that wasn't caused by anybody else, at least.
Woodson goes down. Watch him coming out of the block smoothly there. There's Woodson that you see on the right of your camera. Whoops, he hit the first one.
Boy, he is a big guy, so touching the hurdles, hitting the hurdles for someone his size doesn't slow you down as much as if you're a wispy, light guy. So he gets into the habit of touching the hurdles, maybe even knocking a few down. But that was a bad fall.
His athletic ability kept him from having his face, I think, slow him down on the track. Clean victory by probably a matter of 6 inches of her foot by 6'4", Keith Talley from the University of Alabama. There's the results of the men's 55-meter race. And there you see Keith Talley, 7 13 100ths of a second. Parker was second. Woodson was third in 7:19.